What's up, everybody? My name is Steve Peterson. Welcome to my garage. This is my 2014 Hyundai Veloster Turbo, and I'm just getting back from a crazy long weekend. I spent 48 hours, a little bit more, doing car stuff. Two separate events in two separate states. Saturday, I drove the car from Chicago down to Indianapolis. My first time ever having my car at an event in Indianapolis specifically. The event was the block party hosted by Indy Hoodrats in a collaboration with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. They hosted an awesome event, great collab, well organized, huge parking garage at the Indianapolis airport. I guess it's no longer used airport from what I was told by locals. It was a massive, like 5-story parking garage. It was huge. It was filled to the brim, top to bottom, with cars, trucks, motorcycles of all kinds, and car people. Good event for the time period it was. It was from like 3:30 to like 9-ish, I want to say. By the time everybody kind of got out of the parking garage, you ended up a little bit later. I wish it would have been maybe a little bit earlier, or they would have started it maybe a little earlier, or started letting people in sooner. It seems like it did take quite a bit of time for everyone to kind of get into the garage. But all in all, awesome event, highly recommended, thousands of people. From there, you'll be seeing some follow-up footage of my trip to Columbus, Ohio. So basically, after I left Indianapolis, I got in the car and drove overnight to Columbus, Ohio. While I was on my way over there, I met Styln Co. on the highway, good friends with Carl and the Styln crew. So I basically followed them the rest of the way to Columbus. We hit a hotel for the night in Columbus, woke up in the morning, and we drive over to Hebron, Ohio, which is just outside of Columbus, for a event called Import Face-Off, and that is held at National Trail Raceway there in Hebron. Awesome track. Beautiful venue. They have spent quite a bit of time and money kind of revamping and refreshing some things at that track. I know they recently redid their grandstands, and they've got some great food vendors. They're just doing a good job with that track. Import Face-Off is an event that I've been traveling around the Midwest for events at different locations for years now. That's what a majority of these awards you see on this shelf specifically are from. Joliet, Illinois at Route 66 and St. Louis. And I've even traveled to Tulsa, Oklahoma and the Topeka, Kansas events. Basically all over the Midwest for Import Face-Off. They've always organized well-entertained, full, sold-out events, good entertainment. They provide a wealthy amount of atmosphere for any car enthusiast, especially for the price point. I want to point out Import Face-Off is cheaper than almost all other major sanctioned events, and wow, it's such a good time. So we drove again from Indy over to Columbus, Ohio. Spent the day in Columbus, Ohio. I got a little sunburnt. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. And then we drove the car back that night from Columbus, Ohio back to Chicago because I had to work on Monday. So I got the car back home. It's parked. My goal is to get back to diagnosing the no compression issue here on the black Veloster, so I can get you some more content and videos related to that. And just getting back into the swing of things. Since I was out of state all weekend, I didn't get anything done. I got no projects done. I don't even think I did my laundry. I'm just now getting caught up on things. So I'm feeling like I'm back in the swing, and we'll get you some new content coming. Again, my name is Steve Peterson. I do appreciate everyone for watching. I do want to give Ricky over at RDecals a shout out for the custom Import Face-Off hat. Ricky did this like custom Import Face-Off logo like heat pressed onto the trucker hat. Pretty fresh. I'm pretty excited for this. It fits pretty good. hit Ricky up at RDecals if you're interested in getting your own hats and merchandise. He makes stickers and all kinds of stuff. So Ricky's a good dude.
Ricky over at RDecals. Shout out for the cool trucker hat. Digging the custom import face-off logo. Thanks. We have the first look at how massive the parking garage was. Here's the car set up in the garage. Kind of at the beginning of the event, there was a ton of people still piling in. I was one of the few who got there early and got in super quick and didn't have to wait forever in line. There was some people saying later at peak periods they waited for almost an hour to get in. It was nearly 5 hours worth of cars pouring into this parking garage. So for basically the whole time, people were trying to get in, and at the better half of the event, a lot of people leaving, but the event was crazy. Everything you could possibly imagine for cars was there. Hot rods and classic cars and imports and exotics and all kinds of cool stuff. You can see as I'm walking around basically how full the garage was. Looking out across Indianapolis airport. Some of this I guess isn't used anymore. For some reason they don't use this parking garage at all, from what I'm told. So this was kind of the main display area for all the VIP like featured vehicles. Nice McLaren. You'll see as I walk down this line there was quite a few exotics and higher end builds and things like that that were kind of displayed out on this outer row. I guess this was all like reserved parking for specific people and vendors and things like that. Shout out to Dak out of Indianapolis with his Veloster N. Sick build, well done, in and outside, stereo, graphics, just an awesome build. I believe he's doing Slammed Enough in Ohio. Oh look, Skittles. Oh, I mean Camaros. This is a shot of the line to get in. For as far as you could possibly see, there were lines of cars coming in this place from both directions, all the way out there. There was spectator parking even all the way. People were walking. One of the features about this venue that were really cool were the in and out ramps at the front of the parking garage to get in and out, as you can see, from level to level. So pretty neat to stand there and watch all the cars basically go, you know, up and down all the levels and watch all the traffic coming in, and it was quite the spectacle. A beautiful view. I found myself at multiple occasions standing on this end of the parking garage on the different levels, just watching the cars come in up the ramps and go down the ramps. It was pretty cool to watch them kind of carousel around, and to see all the different unique styles and makes and models together was neat. We jump now to my time at Import Face-Off in Hebron, Ohio. This is National Trail Raceway. I'm up at the top of the grandstands along the drag strip. You can see, as far as you can see, it's just a sea of cars across the whole parking lot. A little bit of everything is here. You can walk endlessly and find cool stuff. I was parked pretty much in the middle of the event, right here behind the Styln trailer, and was right next to RDecals across from the DJ. And then we go into the car show lot and check out all the vehicles that are here at the event. Enjoy. As you just saw and heard, they had a mobile dyno on site, and I believe they were offering cash prizes for the lowest and the highest horsepower of the day. There were quite a few cars that were running on the dyno pretty much all day long. Cars of all different kinds, makes, models, everything from daily driven stuff to fully custom stuff, race cars, bagged cars, stance cars, drift cars, imports, exotics, everything. You could pretty much walk aisles up and down.
this round yet. You want to give it a shot? To be fair, we know he's got it. It just might not be right now. Here's what I do. Take it inside. What you got? What you got? Crank it. Hit it.
Z, go! You guys, no. It's less and less car and more children every time. You're getting busy and also cutting car away. I like it. The kid in the back isn't even phased. He's like, this is my life. This is what my father does to me. What kind of category that is? We'll have to create like an outlaw category for that. All right, Honda. Need a tetanus shot just after looking at this thing. I don't know, you might be good. You might. Actually, I'm calling it. You got it. Yep. 300. Boom. That was a no-looker. Well done. No-look headshot. Boom. Bombero. We didn't lower this bar enough. We only have, wait, is this, how many roadsters do we have? It's like the only, it might be the only roadster. Let's see. All the homies in the Integra. Yes, yes, your life is at risk, yes, yes. I'm cool with it. These people not as excited about being stuck in the hot box. Are they good? Oh, nice, all right. Man, we're gonna have a lot of cars in the third and final round. Civic. Our dude's on the back. Man in the tank top looks like he's hiding from the police. All right, we got our lowered Civic. The Lexus IS, it's over in Japan, the Altezza. Welcome back. I feel like that car gives people anxiety. Non-roadster, just in case you're curious. I think we might only have one roadster. Whatever. Got a trophy. How do you get fire damage there? There we go. I appreciate you. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Stop. Break. 1, Okay, that's good people. Nice, nicely done. My man for extra weight brought half a gallon of... Oh, disqualified. No. Unless you're talking to my ex, I'm not that big of an ass. All right, you guys are good for one more round. I'm fine. He went to, he cheers to the thing. All right. Accord. Hauling bodies. Damn, I beat it number 2. All right, my man in the trunk, you will suffer for one more round. Here's what we want to do. All right, then we're going to do the same thing again. This will be the third and the final round. So here's what I'm going to do. I want this designed for every car to hit. Why, you ask? Because we are on a time crunch. I'm sure you guys don't want to be here watching this till 7, maybe 6:30, but not quite that late. Oh, further down. Oh, yeah.